Hey everybody, so these are the practice problems for October 1st. Happy October. So for number 2, we have, I know it's not written out on here, but I'm just going to read it from my other computer, just so that you all can see, follow along. But number 2, which of the following is equal to 7 plus 5 because of the commutative property? So we want to know what is also equal to 7 plus 5 because I'm going to put b/c because of commutative property. And what that's just saying is that this is also equal to 5 plus 7. Because of the commutative property, we can add in any order. So number 2 is C. Number 3, it's asking why is 6 plus 4 times 2 equal to 2 times 6 times 4? And that is because of the associative property. So when you multiply, you can group the numbers in any combination. And that is because of the associative property. Excuse me. So now we have number 4. So we have negative 1.75 minus 22 over 20. So first, I'm going to make these both decimals. So 22 over 20, I'm going to make this a fraction over 100, so it's easier to make into a decimal. So 20 times 5 is 100, 22 times 5 is 110, and that's also equal to 1 and 10 over 100. So I took out 100 over 100, and that's equal to 1, and I left 10 over 100, which is equal to 1.1, and that's just saying negative 1.75 minus 1.1. And whenever we're subtracting from a negative, it's like adding, but just don't forget that you have its negative, that it's a negative. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1.75 plus 1.1, that makes it 5. 7 plus 1 is 8. Bring down the decimal, 1 plus 1 is 2. And don't forget that it's negative. So our answer is negative 2.85. Next, we have number 5. And number 5 is asking us to order the following expressions. So I already wrote the expressions down. So we have n, q minus n, and n minus q. Order the following expressions from least to greatest. So as you can see on the number line, n is equal to negative 2. And you'll see why I put that in parentheses here in a second. And then q is equal to 1. 1. So now I'm just going to solve all the problems just so that we can see what our answers are. So n is already negative 2. Q minus n, so 1 minus negative 2 is also equal to 1 plus 2, which is 3. And then negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. So then our lowest is n minus q, and then n, and then q minus n. So that is from least to greatest. Next we have number 6, 0.25 minus 1.125 minus 16 over 8. So first, to solve this, I'm going to make this also, I'm going to divide this real quick. 16 divided by 8 is actually 2, so that's just saying minus 2. So we don't have any fractions anymore. And so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do 1.125, and I'm going to subtract 0.25. So I get 5. I need to borrow make that a 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. And then I can't do 0, so I do 10. 0, 10 minus 2 is 8. 0.875. And don't forget, I subtracted it. And it was negative minus 2. So we get negative 2.875. All right. So next we have number 7. And this one, it looks hard at first, but because of the commutative property, it's so much easier than it looks. So because of the commutative property, I'm going to rewrite this problem as negative 2 and 2/5 plus 3 and 1/4. And then I'm going to, instead of subtracting, I'm going to do plus negative 3 over 5. My next step is to group the same fractions together, so I'm going to combine them. So I have negative 2, 2/5 plus negative 3/5 plus 3 and 1/4. If I combine these two, it becomes 2 and 5 over 5 plus 3 and 1/4. If I simplify this, it becomes a negative 3 plus 3 and 1/4. The 3's cancel out, and it equals 1/4. And that's it.